Hi, this is Linda from the Scooter Chefs. We're here today at the lovely Terra Mica Farms in San Martin, California. We're going to be talking about salad dressings today and using those wonderful herbs that you have in your garden or your neighbor's garden to make some great vinaigrettes for all of those lovely seasonal produce and fruits that we have. So right now I'm going to be making a vinaigrette using rosemary and thyme because that's what I have the most of in my garden. So with rosemary, I'm taking it right from our kitchen sill glass jars here, but outside you would do the same, just clip off a stem of rosemary. And you'll notice that it has a woody part and a more tender part. You want to just grasp the more tender part and strip off the leaves. The leaves should just come off like this. And they look like needles, but they are actually leaves. So we don't want the stem. The stem is too woody, just the leaves. So that looks about right. And then I'm going to take the thyme here. The thyme, very similar thing. We're going to strip off the thyme leaves from the stem. Okay, so now we have our leaves from the rosemary and the thyme. We are going to be putting them in a mortar and pestle today to grind them. I enjoy using a mortar and pestle because that really makes the herbs into more like a paste. I'm going to use a little bit of salt. The salt will help the grinding power here. So you can, of course, use a small food processor to do this. One of the problems I have with a small food processor is that you have to make a larger quantity in order to really get the food processor to work. And sometimes we're just making a salad just for, a couple people. So the mortar and pestle is really nice for making a smaller batch of vinaigrette. Also, if you have kids around, kids love to use the mortar and pestle, so it's a really fun way to get kids involved. Anytime you can get kids involved with what you're cooking, the more apt they are to like it. Even vegetables, if they help make the dressing. So back to our recipe. So we have salt and our herbs in here now. So the main basics of a vinaigrette are to have acid and oil. So for the acid, we're using lemons. I'm just going to squeeze the lemon juice right in there. About a tablespoon, maybe 2 tablespoons. Give that another little mix. And now for the olive oil. So the olive oil, I'm just going to stream in. About 1/4 cup. So at this point, we'll get a spoon and taste it, just to see if we have the right amount of lemon juice in there. That's good. It's a little tart and a little strong with the herbs, but you have to remember that you're not going to be eating this by the spoonful. You're going to be putting this on vegetables most likely. So a little bit strong in lemon juice and herbs is okay at this point. The only thing I think I'm going to add though is a little bit of freshly ground pepper. All right, and there we have it. You can see, very simple. So the whole power of knowing how you make a vinaigrette is just the basics. So again, an acid, it could be lemon juice, it could be vinegar. We have these really great vinegars here at the farm. This one is a blackberry, which would be very interesting and very good. You can also use any other kind of acid. You could use a white wine vinegar is a little bit sweet, and that would be very nice to use. You can use a rice wine vinegar, any kind of acid. Be encouraged now to try different things. Also with the herbs, we use today thyme and rosemary, but feel free and just and enjoy the process of trying different herbs and different vinegars to what you like the flavor of, and also what you're making. If it's over lettuce, it might be different than over tomatoes. If you're using strictly tomatoes, you might add basil to it. You can use this over even fish. This would be terrific over a fish. Once you know the basics of making a salad dressing, you're good to go. Thanks for joining us today again at the farms for another recipe. I hope you liked it. If you did, please hit the like button and don't forget to share with your friends. And if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. Till next time, we'll see you again at the farm. Bye.